That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock
Bunty King
like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
I'm broadcasting live from RDR. This is for badass. This is broadcasting all the normal. This is about 9 times. Steve, it's point. I got my bad by the glasses. Save the ball. Walt, how are you? Yeah, that's kind of why I'm late a little bit. I went out to sneak, like, trying to have that last minute cigarette. And there's a guy walking down my street right now reading verses from the Quran. At the top, I'm assuming it's the Quran. Fuck if I know, but I know it's Arabic, and the guy looks kind of a religious dude. He's got his head down, and he's, make that noise again. Your timing sucks. There you go. Am I laggy? Oh, don't tell me I'm laggy. Laggy C?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you know, there might be something wrong with my fucking line. Uh-oh. We had problems with, oh boy. We had problems with the stream earlier today. YouTube is not running smooth. All right, we're going to try the backup server real quick. We'll be right.
We just stopped streaming. They said better.
Yeah,
now.
I saw that. I saw that. Now. You got it covered. You douchebag. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I know you're getting sued again. How about that? That's just dandy with me. So we're back. We're good and everything. No more lag. C should be good. There seems to be something wrong with it could be actually my line. I actually have a kind of an announcement to make. This should be a good one. We're getting fiber optics in the next 3 months. Shop on the Point should be broadcasting. I mean, unless there should be no kind of problem whatsoever. Just reduce your quality. So it's not. I don't think it's. We're doing all right now because it was buffering for me too. We should be good now. So. Yeah. Today I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I had a meeting with Nick this morning, and he told me that Bunty King made a video, and at first I was like, so what? And then he's like, no, it's really good, it's really good, it's really good. So I watched it with verse, and within the first 5 minutes of watching it, I was like, oh god, this is gold. And things are dead right now. That's on top of it too. But I don't know if it would have mattered how dead it was. This is some fantastic shit. We are about to go into the world of absolutely no self-awareness, no responsibility, and egomania. It is spectacular. It is fantastic. We're going to review and criticize Bunty's video. At no time should you harass him or do any of the stuff that YouTube doesn't want you to do to get me in trouble. No, seriously, don't harass Bunty. There's no reason for it. This is the time to laugh at Bunty. 4KC, there you go. This is the time to laugh at Bunty. So, are you ready to check out this megalomaniac? Because I'm sure ready to check out this. I am ready. I am ready like you cannot believe. Let's do this. Let's do this. There he is, the Bunty King.
Pussy King.
There he is, the Bunty King. So Bunty put out a video and he said he's coming back. First off, gotta give the man some credit. Looks great, does he not? A lot of weight there. Yeah, he looks good. He looks real good. He's clearly taking care of himself. Clearly taking care of himself. Very skinny, very fit. Looks good. Looks good. God, Jesus Christ. He's probably only 130 pounds, 20 pounds. Because he's a big guy. So, that makes me queer that he took care of himself. So when I lose weight, you're not going to stop calling me a fat ass and say how, you're not going to say how good I look? I don't care. So, well, anyway, Bunty goes out on why he's been gone. And there's 1,000 ways he could have done it. But he decided to do it this way, which is content for us. Had he done it any other way, we probably couldn't have used it. But since since there's direct shots thrown and lots of shade. It's really great. And if I could ask you something, Vault, if you could call up the
Let me speak.
oh no, I forget what it was. Maybe did I save it? There's a bunch of comments in there that are hysterical. Maybe find that later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did I send that to you early this morning? Was it John Swan that posted
I've
it?
seen him on Twitter.
Yeah, because I'm sure he deleted it by now. And find the video too. We'll go through the comments. Most of the comments are clearly been edited because, hey, Bunty, don't let those bastards get you down. But there's a few golden ones in there as well. So, fuck this guy. He took a shot at me, what, a month ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, for no reason? Yeah, so, about to return the favor. Bunty King, everybody. Without further ado.
Hello, everyone. It's really good to see you. I know it's been quite a while. It's been a year, over a year, actually. And yeah, I've been absent from my YouTube page. I've been absent from a lot of the more creative endeavors in my life.
Now, this is not a bad start. Would you agree, Walt?
He's like starting in there. He's just gonna talk about straight up.
Yeah, this isn't a bad start, is it not? There's nothing wrong here. Have been around, gonna be posting some content. It's good to see you, even though I can't see you and I'm just another asshole talking to a camera. But hey, that's the way we talk around here. So far, so good. Let's keep it going.
In the last year, and I wanted to kind of give you guys a bit of a catch up as to where I've been. Before I do, I just want to get one quick thing out of the way. So look, if you're coming
Here we go.
to this video expecting me to address videos or streams that were made about me within the last year, I want you to understand something. I'm really trying to save you some time here. It's not going to happen.
Not gonna answer the criticism. Okay. He points out the videos. Nick's name is in them. And he's like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And certainly he doesn't have to do it. Absolutely not. But this is when I knew is gonna be good. And he didn't disappoint.
I feel like this content came from a very, very low place.
It's true.
And I really don't think it's even worth addressing or acknowledging the people that created that content. I feel genuinely
You acknowledged me like a week ago.
grossed out by all the people that kind of partook in it. And ultimately, I just think that I'd rather have nothing to do with them. And, you know, we can live in our separate corners of the internet. That's the beauty of the internet.
There's no corner of the internet. I know what you mean, but let's be honest. You're in our corner.
Is that it's big enough for all of us. We can literally just have our own area to chill in, and they can have their own area, and I can have my area, and that's really just how it works. In terms of like these,
Then why do you keep poking your head over here? If we're gonna talk about areas and corners, why do you keep poking your head over there? Why do you keep poking at the bears? They're so mean to you.
videos, I don't really see myself ever kind of trying to take them down. They're like whatever, and the way
You couldn't. Come on. Be honest. Do you really want to address all the things in that video where you contradict yourself near constantly, say stupid things, and come off like an absolute suck off? Are you kidding me?
way I see it is that if you've already made up your mind about me after seeing these videos, well then see you never. I mean, I wasn't here to fucking connect with you anyway. It's clear that you were looking for something else, and I'm glad that you found it, and we're going to be going our separate ways. There are a couple of criticisms I do have to address, though.
Let's see if he does. Oh, it's I'm a cuck. Let's talk. Tommy's brother's Greg from Texas. Yes, he's from Texas.
In one of my videos, a very infamous video, I do mention that I'm a great fuck and eat good pussy. I wanted to say that this is 100% true.
Yes, he said that in his I'm a cuck, let's talk video.
This is, there's no lie here. 100% true. I do, however, understand that I maybe shouldn't have been as braggadocious about it. I probably should have maybe chilled out and really kind of kept that card to myself. But
you know why you should have kept that card to yourself? Because you weren't willing to back it up. When you talk that kind of shit. See, you know what Bunty is? You know, we say a lot of things that he's a phony, and he'll just kind of, he's like a glass of water. He just take up any shape, and you pour the water, it'll take any shape. One of the things that Bunty didn't take an L for a long fucking time. And he showed that he couldn't take a punch. He could only deliver them.
Now that it's out in the open, I want you guys to understand.
Thanks so much, Boob Tube. Once a cuck, always a cuck. So, but he eats good pussy. He's a really great fuck.
And do not worry, it's 100% true. But I won't talk about it anymore, okay? I really don't want to make you feel offended. I don't want to like rustle your jimmies here.
Funny.
I just, you know, I mentioned it at the time because I feel like society put a lot of value on sex and having sex and being the master of sex. I really feel like that's the case. I mean, if you look around, a lot of dudes are pretty much just all trying to be the ultimate sex masters. And
You made a video, I'm a cuck, let's talk, and now you're talking about you couldn't resist the peer pressure of men being a sex master. Penis.
What a Chad.
What a Chad. I am
fucking Chad.
a macho man. I am a macho man. You heard it in my I'm a cuck, let's talk video. I just eat good pussy and I'm a good fuck. Wow. You weren't that good. Your last girlfriend dropped it.
you know, when I made those videos, that was what I was being influenced by, and you know,
Why are you so easily influenced?
I've grown since then, and I don't really attribute as much value to being like the master of sex. But yes, I want you to understand 100%. That is all true. I am a great fuck, and
I have never heard one woman say that.
I am very good at eating pussy. I've also been accused of being fake. Look, at the end of the day, if you think I'm fake, I really don't know how to convince you, and I'm not even going to try to convince you that I'm...
Why bother? Because that means you'd have to address Nick's video. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to tell him how you went from a voice guy doing the Indian act, from a commentary community guy to a political guy, and just keep chasing the dream. And what a shock. Like a drug addict that recovered, we're all going to get lectured why I don't have fun, smoke pot, and do cocaine. I know I did. I did it all for you. But I'm going to tell you not to do it. I know better now because I was so stupid, so painfully dumb, that I can now preach to everybody about all the mistakes I made and lecture them. Unlike show some real humility and shut the fuck up, and if people ask you about drug addictions, give your honest opinion. I doubt he eats well. I want to see the references. I kind of do too. I want to do too. Well, you know, he might. He was unemployed all that whole year last year. Nick was goofing on him. And girl didn't kick him out right away, so...
I'm real. The way I see it, once again, is that you can exist in your world and I can exist in mine. And I promise you, I absolutely pinky fucking swear, I will not come after you. I promise. You can literally hang out in...
I saw this. I thought he was begging me. Like he's begging to take down this video right here. Like he made this known we'd go after him, or at least respond, and then he's going to do a strike. But I can get around that.
Your corner of the internet, and I can hang out in my corner of the internet. Another piece of criticism people have had about me is that I overshare my relationships. Look, all I have to say to this is fuck you. I can go ahead and share whatever I want about myself whenever I want.
I actually agree with him on that 100%. But you know what? Don't bitch. You start sharing your relationship, people start taking shots. I don't think I overshare with my wife. We just talk about the how I can trick her into bed. You know, but I don't get into any kind of personal stuff. And I don't get her involved in the show. You know why? Because then I'm open to criticism. And if you can't take it, and I don't, it's not that I can't take it, it's I don't want to take it when it comes to my most important relationship in my life. So the trick is to only show what you're willing to talk about. But that's not what Bunty does.
I will be...
But again, I agree with them. Fuck you. You don't like it. Watch somebody else. Can't fucking complain.
Very respectful, though. I won't go ahead and start talking about really crazy things like you guys do not need to know about my sex life. And
thank you, Shovels. Appreciate it.
Honestly, I'm trying to scrape the back of my mind for other pieces of criticism that have come my way, and I really can't think of it. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just the best. And now I know what you're...
I'm a megalomaniac. You know, it's funny. There's tons of criticism. There are tons of rotten things that you've done. You treated people like crap. Even when you're like the whole act, like your act was voice of reason, friendly. It wasn't you. This is you. You're kind of a prick. You're kind of nasty. You kind of expect people to kiss your ass. You can't take criticism. You're nasty. You're just a jerk off. There is nothing marketable about that because you're not funny. The only people that get away with those particular personality traits that I've seen, why would you fucking dox Blade? That's so weird. Whatever. I'll block it out later. Unbelievable. That's just bizarre.
It's just random.
Yeah, I don't. You know, whatever. Whatever. I don't fucking know her. I've never talked to Brian in my fucking life. Whatever. So anyway, what was I talking about? For fuck's sake.
Bunty King.
That threw me for a loop. I would have expected my address up there or some shit like that, but that's unbelievable. What a lousy fuck. That's all right. They're going to sue the shit out of him. He's fucking... Where you hiding in the UK right now? I know where you are. Ah, man. Probably, yeah. We'll know, too, and wake up at a park one day trying to escape the police. So, what was I talking about? In fact, let me rewind this so I can get my frame of mind here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Too much, too little. Okay.
The back of my mind for other pieces of criticism that have come my way, and I really can't think of it. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just the best. And now I know what you're wondering. You're like, if this guy's the best, why the fuck did he stop making content? The answer to that question is insanely simple. I just felt like I wasn't delivering inspired content to you guys. I felt...
So you're not the best, are you? The best would inspire. The best would deliver. You're not that good. That's really... You know, it's funny because Vito said something to me today. He's like, what was that guy bitching about, like... for his lack of talent, and that really what it is. He made up for his lack of humor. He made his lack of everything with his incredible networking skills, and when people bought his bullshit, where he's really just a nasty prick. And if you ever wonder, like, well, how did this all get set off between Nick? It was really Nick sort of sticking up for me and coming to the conclusion that Bunty King wasn't really famous for being anything other than Bunty King. Not particularly even doing all that much. And Jeff Holiday, I guess, got banned by Twitter. I follow people that say all sorts of fucking shit. That's a lot of money, I guess. You never see me getting in political fucking tussles with them. All right? Post your shit, say your shit, back up your shit, quote tweet, dunk on the guy, whatever. I don't like to... and Jeff Holiday, I think, is an Antifa fucking... sympathizer at very least. But look, talk your shit. I got that from Diva. That's what she says. Talk your shit. I like that. And I don't ever fight with people I follow or people that I'm friendly with. And same thing went to Bunty when his political views started to change. And I'm not. You'll never see me do that. Now I'll always do it. I'll make a political statement. I'll say what I believe. And you have every right to come in and criticize it. If you're nasty to me, I got every right to dunk on you. But that's the thing, we were talking about like Crowder and this fucking guy who I had never done a goddamn thing to. Nothing. Not a thing. Not for a second. Basically starts telling me to shut up. The guy who can never explain himself, the guy who's not funny, the guy who can't, it became one of the things that the politics exposed with him. You could be a fraud in gaming and gaming entertainment and commentary and stuff like that. You can get away with an image, right? You have to have substance when you're, or at least feign it better than he did in that political community, because you get a guy like Destiny, he'll tear you in half. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, he'll just tear you, in fact, Neither me nor Nick like Destiny's politics, but we're impressed with his debating, for sure. And it's only gotten better over the years. I used to think he was just an idiot SJW defender. Now I think he's pretty sharp dude, you know. And he's taken out people that are he's lost a few, but he's won a few too. He can't beat Bobek, so. But
nobody can beat him.
And he's fearless, and he'll take on anybody. So that's the arena you jumped in, and it just exposed that you have no substance. You have nothing. There's nothing on either side of you. You'll say fucking anything. And he went up against Destiny when Destiny was kind of a prick.
Like it was very cookie cutter. I spent the majority of 2019 producing gaming content just like I wanted to. I literally, that's all I was trying to focus on, was just producing gaming content. Didn't really care about the views I was getting. I just wanted to produce the content and have it there because it felt good and it was actually fun making the content. But, you know, coupled with the low views and the fact that I was getting constant hate.
Did you hear that? Did you miss it? I didn't care about the views I was getting. 2 sentences later, this is the views I was getting was the reason I quit. Coupled with the views I was getting, listen to this.
From shitty communities on the internet, I just felt like, wow, I'm like, look, it really feels like I'm just being buried under this bullshit. And like, no matter how much I stick to the straight and narrow, it's...
You antagonized us, and we get back at you. That's what happened, Bunty. And you antagonize this like in the nastiest way possible. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And you have no explanation. Like, when there's a problem, what do you mean I have no idea? A, B, and C. And you don't even got, you know, DF, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, you antagonize us. We kick your fucking teeth and never forget it. And it was unprovoked. Wow, weirdo. What a weirdo.
Just gonna keep going, and I also feel like my content isn't like at the best that it could be. So you know what? I think I'm going to make a sanity check and take some time and really kind of get my ducks in a row and really kind of focus on being the best version of myself before I can actually start making content again. That's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that I was like, you know, that I had more ducks in a row than I did in my first attempt.
That's actually appropriate right there.
Doing YouTube. I really just wanted to approach the platform in a completely different way, in a way that was more... So if you haven't been following me on social media, you've probably been wondering where I'm at or what I've been doing over the past year, and I'm more than happy to kind of get into that with you.
I don't think anybody but Nick and me and a few guys in the newsroom gave a fuck.
The first thing is I started working a normal job. And for some reason, there's people on the internet that think that that's like a failure of some sorts. It couldn't be further.
It's a failure in YouTube. I'll be honest, it's not a failure. It's nothing wrong with working a normal job. But let's face it, that was not your first option.
From the truth. I think that if you work a normal job, like if you go into work at McDonald's or if you're a garbage man or anything,
now it's
I have a lot more respect for you because I feel like putting in honest hours to get an honest...
See, like, yeah, look how he's doing. He's the drug addict that's telling everybody not to have a good time. Don't do what I did. Now it's like, yeah, good hard day's work at McDonald's. You know, and look, I'm not dumping on anybody that does the 9 to fucking 5. Don't get me wrong. I would never fucking do that. But let's get it straight, dude. All right. And my day's coming too. I'm just going to be a lot cooler about it than you could ever be. All right. My day is 100% coming for the normal job one day. Absolutely. But you're trying to turn it into like, you know, all us guys that have the unnormal job. It's reverse snobbery is what it is. The abnormal job are a bunch of, you know, arrogant elitists. Now it's you, dude. It was always you. And you were just like that, too. Look, I don't have to work a 9 to 5. It's great not to work the 9 to 5. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you out of your mind? The last 4 years of my life have been a dream. A dream! Are you kidding me? I've worked the 9 to 5. I worked in a corporation. I even did the shit in the Army, which is not exactly 9 to 5, and that shit is better than 9 to 5. It is so much better. And I did this. I like to refer to it as working class entertainer. And if you get to do it for a year and have to go back to work, you know, you're one of the lucky ones. Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones, Bunty, and you don't even know it. I thought this shit was going to last forever.
Are you brain dead? Is something
Yeah.
wrong? Are you okay, bro?
Yeah, are you? That's a great. That's perfect. Now it's cool to work a 9 to 5, and you know what? It is cool to work 9 to 5. You do what you got to do to make shit fucking happen. Absolute goddamn literally. But don't go shitting on us now because the fucking gravy train ran out. Gravy train runs out for mostly everybody one day. Me and Nick, we're going over first round draft picks in the NHL that they didn't have much of an NHL career. Happens. And you weren't actually a first round draft pick. You got shouted out. You did a lot with it with very little talent. You got in too many communities. You contradicted yourself like in this video too many times. And then you got nasty. After you took it out. You took one L and got nasty. And then by doing that, took thousands of more L's. Just a prick, dude. That's all you are. There's nothing special here. You're a megalomaniac and a complete fucking prick. That's all. God, who thinks anybody cares about them this much? Man, there's people that are cared about this much in this celebrity type way that he's feigning that are way more humble than you. Holy shit. I bet you've probably known her or been for a year. Well, considering nobody watches your channel anymore, why would you open up with that? Oh, I know. This is very important to you. And it's very disappointing it didn't work out the way you thought. Well, fucking buckle up, Buttercup. That's pretty much the whole goddamn world. Who has to fucking find themselves and change in their 30s?
Failures.
You know who the fuck you are. But even if you're a fail, let's say you can fail at something in your 30s, but you have to reevaluate, like this? Not usually.
Emotionally stunted.
Okay, there you go. Emotionally stunted. Yeah, that's something he accuses everybody else of.
Emotionally stunted, typically mentally retarded, socially inept, if you will.
Yes, socially inept. Well, that's one thing that was kind of weird. He talked good shit, but at the end of the day, he wasn't inept.
Pay, and do something valuable with that income is far better than just spending time on the internet trying to make money off of talking shit about bigger people than you are. Having a normal job
You're not bigger than me anymore. And you weren't when I started.
Has allowed me to accomplish so much within the last year, and it's really kind of laid the foundation for which I can now move forward. So I'm forever thankful for having a normal job. So I started
all the rest of us are losers now because we don't have a normal job. I love how he turned that around. That's art.
Streaming's cool up until the point I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's not very cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now it's for losers.
He dressed like gay retard back in the day when it was in style.
Too funny. What a jerk off.
He's just a douchebag.
And like you want to be in your corner, I mean, you just say all these fucking things, show Nick's videos. Like, get the fuck out of here. You want our attention. So you can cry about it and play victim, bitch.
I ended up putting a lot of my ideas on the back burner because, once again, I wasn't feeling as creative or inspired by anything really, and I just wanted to focus on my reality. I also started trying
to focus on your reality. Yeah, let's everybody in the chat. Let's all focus on reality. My reality. Keyboard. Desk. Door. Who does that? That's fucking weird. Who's focused? What does that mean? Whoever says that, focus on your reality. I have to focus on your reality. What were you focused on?
Tommy, he's just living his truth.
Yeah, I know. What were you focused on before this? Were you in a permanent Dungeons and Dragons module? Were you focused on something that was like completely surreal? Like, how do you not like? I mean, to focus.
Given the context of this video, it sounds like he's still there. He's talking to these groups of people that have been waiting, demanding YouTube videos from him. Those don't exist. The people that are demanding his Twitch content, that's not happening. The alleged sexual push from society, which apparently is for cucks.
Yes,
that was kind of
yes,
threw me off a little bit. I don't think
I'm a cuck, likes talk. I eat good pussy and a good fuck. Wait, come on, no.
Trying to take it easy on.
It kind of caught me off guard. Like the alpha male of sex is apparently the cuck,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
My God.
got a lot of learning to do. Apparently, he's lived longer than me, so
Well,
potentially he's correct.
I think, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, a whole 10 years.
Myself and really not kind of beat myself up if I didn't meet my own expectations. That was something that I felt was really hard to do at the beginning, but it's way easier to do now. I also went through a breakup that shook me to my core, and it really got me.
Yeah, what a fucking sex master. Shook you to your core. You know, most guys, if they're hurt, they pretend they're not. Yeah, that's what tough guys do. I'm not saying it's healthy, but that's what tough guys do. You do it like I do it.
You know,
She's a fucking whore and a lesbian. That's how I got over it. It worked.
considering how much of a sex master he is, he must have been unfucking bearable that she actually left the sex god himself.
Yeah, I know. How did
really
she leave you?
Too much.
Yeah, good pussy. Yeah.
I need
How about
some
you
pussy.
why don't you eat her pussy and
I
help her with the
need
rent
some
next time?
pussy.
What do you think? I think that's a plan of attack for the future.
You know what I think?
What do you think? Who is that? Dr. Zhivago, you can't do that. What's who there? Everybody, Doc's in the chat. Give him a one.
Fuck.
What's happening? What do you think?
I just wanted to listen to a grown baby cry.
Oh, okay. Well, stick around, Doc. Tommy, you should stop associating unesthetic. What is that word? I don't know what that word means.
Anesthetic.
Unesthetic? What does that mean? It's really messing
messing
with
with
your carcass. Bunty's undertrimmed beard is extremely...
Chakras.
What does that mean?
Chakras.
Chakras. I don't know what that means. Chakras.
Tommy needs his chakras checked.
I don't know. What's my chakras? Penis. Welcome to Fuckheads.
Put crystals on your forehead and on your nuts and your chest and all that, and they cleanse your energy. That's what they do.
That sounds like something he'd be selling. Jeez, I've never heard of that shit. I'm too manly for your fucking donation, but I'll keep it. Thank you. Let's watch Bunty King. He's not gonna cry. He's in
That's a lot of
shape.
money, I
He's
guess,
made some good
for
moves. I have to admit,
color.
cultural mishap. Yeah, I don't understand their cultural mishap. I'm too emotionally stunted.
To reevaluate how I invest in people and who I choose
Quick
to
question,
invest in.
though.
What?
In regards to his weight loss, do you think that could potentially have been from
Starvation.
losing Twitch subscribers? Yeah. No, I mean you stole it right out of my mouth, you fucking asshole. Yeah, I think the lack of Twitch subscribers and support, and also living a 9-to-5 job, which his qualifications are slim to none. He had gamer on his resume, which God forbid that gets you anywhere. I'm gonna assume you are saving money in order to meet rent, and unfortunately you're eating once a day. But
Ramen noodles,
luckily,
baby.
You do look better.
He does look good.
So there is that. So the sex god lives on.
Yeah.
50 pounds lighter. So
Yeah.
really proud of that, actually.
Yeah,
So.
he's just not eating. That's funny.
Yeah.
But when I do eat, it's great. It's a good big meal.
Instead of eating at the kitchen table, he just sits there and levitates above it.
He is a big schwami. So he broke up with his girlfriend. Let's go back there.
And because trust me, I feel like over the last decade, I feel like I've made some pretty poor decisions in terms of who I've chosen to actually invest my time in and how I've chosen to actually invest my time in general.
Who does that? Who's like, I think I should invest my time with this? Usually when I meet a girl, it's like, God, I want to fucking get in her pussy. You know, that's usually what comes across. I was like, is this a good investment? Who thinks like that?
But once again, I'm not beating myself up over any kind of mistakes I perceive to have made.
Of course not. Of course not. You see what he says? I'm not going to harp over any fucking mistakes I perceive to have made. Bunty never makes a mistake.
I'm literally just living life and trying my best to make sure that I am the better version of myself than I was yesterday.
Version. That's the problem. You have too many versions of yourself. Why don't you be yourself instead of having fucking Bunty 6.0?
This breakup also
It all sounds very, very transactional. Like,
Yeah, it
he's
really
trying
does.
to calculate whether investing years of his time with a woman is like, when is her pussy stock's gonna vest? You know, like.
Yeah, it does. And you know what? He looks at it like it's almost like he's talking about fucking YouTube. Because that's the way YouTubers talk. Like, should I invest the time in this collaboration? Is this gonna is this collab gonna produce what I want it to do? Is this bit gonna do what I want it to? He talks like a YouTuber when it comes to people. What a fucking
Should I buy
psychopath.
low and sell high? That's another
Yeah,
question you
hey, Chris Ray-gun. This guy sounds like a psychopath, not fucking Nick.
End up with me permanently distancing myself from a group of high school friends. This is
interesting. And I think he's talking about Ginger and all them. He just blew off all his friends, which we had heard about through the grapevine.
over a decade's worth of friends. That's crazy. Imagine that. You know,
Imagine everyone saying, fuck you, what happened to you?
when you're graduating high school, you have these friends who you believe are your best friends. You grow up with them. You end up becoming an adult with them.
Bunty told Linead to stop associating with unaesthetic people because he typed LOL and wanted to play Bunty in a video game.
Gaming.
Oh, I guess I missed that whole thing. Hey, deport Muslims. Welcome to the fuckheads. Get out of here, Vault. Get lost.
Finally, something I can get behind.
Yeah.
You have all these experiences in your life with them. You spend your early adult years with them, and you form memories with them. You form your identity with them, and you form a future in your mind with them. You know, like I'm more family oriented, so I always saw myself with a wife.
Why did your dad throw
That's a
you
lot
out?
of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Kids and my kids hanging out with my friends' kids. Like that's what I always viewed. And of course, you know, that could still happen, obviously.
Until
like,
you inevitably posted on Facebook that he's a deadbeat father, and God knows how that
That's the thing. Like, I can't believe all these relationships. You said one of them was a deadbeat dad. My God. What did he post? His community tab? He posted that? I forget where Nick
Yeah,
found
Yeah,
it.
it was like in the community or comp.
His
Oh, no, it
Facebook?
wasn't Facebook. Yeah, it was Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
What a fucking hero. Hey, Ginger Heat, how do you like to stick it up for him now? Yeah, I remember when he first started giving a shit, old Ginger was, flipping us some shit, trying to be fucking real coy and passive aggressive. Yeah, some friend. I still have my friends from back then. Calling you a deadbeat dad. What a hero.
friends in the future, but like, just
You weren't worth the investment, Ginger.
it was crazy because it was like a particular group of friends, and they were just gone. You
really
know?
crazy.
And,
You're an asshole. I could totally see that.
that
If people
completely.
continuously leave your life and exit
It's
your
you.
life around you,
It's you.
it's probably you.
Probably you.
Let me speak.
And what a shock from a guy. Line. I told him 1v1 in Elite Dangerous that he didn't want to. Check Discord for the DMs and the screenshot. What is this? Hang on. Linehead sent me something. What happened?
Maybe Bunty needs to take his own advice.
Oh, really? Let me check this shit out, man. I can't speak for who I'm not friends with, though. You do seem to care. You're not one who keeps bringing it up. LO. Hey, man, I had to block your friend request in Elite. Don't feel like playing with any shitters. When was this? Yesterday? Playing with any shitters in the commentary community. Try to improve your life and be less online. That's what I'm talking about. Now being online or an online personality is a bad thing because he fucked it up.
Isn't he online too?
Not anymore.
Responding to that
He's working his McDonald's job or whatever the fuck it is. He's a better person for it.
Responding to YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Hey, don't you work pretty fucking hard in like 2 jobs, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I try my best, yeah.
Yeah, you do. You work hard. You work with it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And you do what you got to do. Would you rather fucking be online, fucking searching shit, making content professionally?
Probably.
Yes. So don't give me this bullshit, Bunty. It doesn't make you a bad person if you're in this business. It's what you do with it. And you did all the wrong things.
Yeah.
Also,
Here's
stop
Bunty's
inventing.
career.
It's so stop inventing with understand. I don't even know what the fuck that meant. I gotta be honest with you.
Here's Bunty's career in a nutshell.
What is it?
The car crash.
Your sound effects are gone. I didn't hear it.
No, rip.
Rip sound effects.
It's been that long.
Old Doc's rusty. Doc is rusty.
I'm blaming Vault.
Doc's rusty.
It's fine, Doc. It's fine, Doc. Think about it this way: you just imitated his talent, non-existent.
Exactly.
This line? Yeah. I just blocked your. Why would you want to play with Daniel? I don't think he would have snitched on you.
Because he's the Pussy King.
Let me speak.
Oh, thank you, Banana. Hubris.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one. Hubris King. That's about. Oh, I can't see the tweet. But I think somebody, I thought it was him. Somebody had a bunch of fucking tweets.
You check your DMs I sent you. It was Ricky.
Was Ricky posted it?
Yeah.
All right.
Check your Discord.
This is too funny. Oh, real base, because I can't see he blocked me. I don't blame him. I would have blocked me too. I can't speak who he's friends or not friends with. I really don't care. Would love if he left me alone. You know, you're the one that keeps poking it. That's the thing. He keeps pulling that, and then I bet. Well, I bet Ricky is leaving you alone. Toxic behavior, isn't he? He's friends with the quartering. Really? Jesus Christ! Why don't you leave Ricky alone, you fucking prick? Jesus Christ! Motherfucker can't walk. You pissed off at him? Here's all you got to do to feel better about yourself, Bunty. You can walk. He can't. Oh, wait a minute. That's not enough. That's not enough. Oh my God. You can't even feel better from some guy that's crippled. You know what? Because you hate yourself. You hate yourself. You hate yourself. And I see through it. I see right through it. You hate yourself. Jerk off.
It brought my identity into question. It brought everything into question. It brought my value system into question. So I had to reevaluate a lot of what I valued. And the beautiful thing is that a lot of my values remained intact, which is great. I still value marriage. I still value monogamy. I still value parenthood. I still...
Thank God. We were all wondering if Bernard Varg valued monogamy and...
Yeah. I value blowjobs, and I don't get any of them. But listen, you're not married. you're not married. You're not a parent. You can value it all you want. Sounds like a big virtue signal to me. Yeah. What is
But who's the audience that's supposed to be eating this up and be like, oh, thank God. Really?
Yeah, that's
really. I'm at least he has that.
I can't see what he's responding to because the guy blocks me. But Blue Stank sent me something. Hold on. Wait, one of the comments is the guy literally saying, happy to have you back. Why do you get blunt response and confusion? And then you scroll down here. Glad to see you back. Thank you, Matt. I don't understand. Like, what's going on? And the guy
link me the tweet. Link me the tweet and I can read it for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I can't see any of this shit.
Yeah. Give me
yeah, that sucks. I'll send it to you right now. That's fucking funny. Tell me what he says. Like, Blue Snake's pretty fucking. He doesn't like to start shit with anybody, you know. Everybody's sending me tweets now. Oh, here's the one I wanted. Here's the one I wanted. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Stop being negative, Bunty. Good night, fam. So glad to have you back. You're obsessive, weird, no life loser. Please just rot in your reality. This is the Bunty wants to be. Diorio 1. 1 what? High cholesterol? Stop staining waste, you idiot.
Standing.
Stop standing waste, excuse me. Standing. What about Ricky Werwick? Did you ever make amends with him? No, he sucks. Shut the fuck up. This is the best version of Bunty King. It's on the same video. It's on the same video where he gave all that bullshit. Oh, yeah, we saw this one, too. That's fucking fantastic. Oh, that's so funny.
And then what you were blocked and couldn't see is he replied, Bunty quote tweeted that and said, LMAO, shut the fuck up, which that's what Blue Stank replied to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why yeah, he's not a nice guy, Blue Stank. Guy's a complete fucking prick. He doesn't like you. He only likes you, what you can do for him. You know, I've heard this about when a sociopath gets backed up to the wall, they usually move. And they cut everybody off and move on and start over. The problem is the internet's a little difficult because you're literally, the whole world's online. So, like, if he had pulled this shit and pissed everybody off in New Jersey, he would just, you know, move to Florida or some shit. You can't do that. Not in the online world. Everybody knows who he is. So what you're seeing is Bunty's got nowhere to go. You know, he can't pull the Bunty act. He can't start giggling like a moron again.
Value intentional relationships, forming intentional relationships not just forming relationships for fluff or status or anything like that. I don't value fame. I don't value money. I don't value status. I think that status has driven people insane.
Well,
especially
to be fair, if you did value those things, you probably would have killed yourself by now because you never had any of those aspects in your life at all.
It was on his way, though. He fooled a lot of people, though. You're not giving him enough credit. He fooled a lot of people for a long time.
social media,
Yep,
I find
until you
that
fuck that
Never
up.
gone.
Yeah, he fooled a lot of people.
social media has this.
You know,
this-
Tommy, anybody can blow up for a week or a month or a year. It's about sustainability. That's the one thing that actually matters in this business, and he couldn't do it.
No, he couldn't do it. It's hard. It's not fucking hard.
It's not an easy job.
Diorio just sent me something. I guess we got to read that. I initially wrote a long post on how I wanted I wanted to navigate all your points going forward, how I feel like you've walked into a majority of the things people say about you and put so much value into your own self-image. That is practically tearing you apart. And how I don't think you've been honest with your audience or friends, or how you've treated the majority of people that you come in contact with like they are disposable. It's true. But I think I'll just leave it at that. Thanks for the birthday wishes, lol. Oh, Jesus. There we go. That's too funny. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, he proves it without a shadow of a fucking doubt, dude. Without a shadow of a doubt. He's proved this. And here he is fucking telling people they should stay away from social media more.
For fluff or status or anything like that. I don't value fame. I don't value money. I don't value status. I think that status has driven people insane, especially with social media. I find that social media has this effect on people where they have to put out this image of being a certain person, and if they
It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. And, you know, I don't disagree with anything he says. I've seen people just get driven mad by social media. But you're the motherfucker. To me,
speaking from experience.
yeah,
not like
you're the guy who can't handle it. I don't got problems like you got. I know lots of guys that don't have problems like you got. I also know guys that bow out gracefully. You know, I also know guys that bow out and shouldn't bow out. You know, Blue Stank. He's, I guess, doing some other stuff behind the scenes now, and he's doing good work, and he's happier. I tried to talk him out of it. You know, but he's got to do what he's got to do. But at least he bowed out gracefully. You know?
God, those communists are amazing.
He'll probably change his mind and come back, whatever, and do what he's got to do. But, you know, now he's doing some edits, and now he's a respected editor. He managed to hang in there. He's not a bad guy. He's even fucked up, and he fucking managed. So what the fuck's wrong with you? Don't fucking. I don't like this idea like we're all fucking degenerates because you're the fucking degenerate that got exposed. Get the fuck out of here. It's you. It's you.
You don't put out that image of being a certain person, and then they're going to be left behind, or they're not going to be given as many opportunities. And if this person that they put themselves out as ends up not being really the person, they have another freak out over that. So some people are trying to catch up with their
I think you already mentioned this, but this is like the person who can't handle their alcohol, and because they don't know how to, like, if you know you're one of those people that can't handle your alcohol, you pace yourself right and don't let yourself get to that point in order to ruin it for everyone else.
I do that. I don't drink hard liquor. I can't handle it.
Yeah,
I can't handle it.
He gets fucked up every single time, and it's like, God, it is fucking terrible. Like, I just can't handle it. It's like, what the. Everyone else is doing just fine.
Yeah, like, no, hey, Verst, put that third shot of scotch down, because I would be on the floor if I'd love to have 3 but I can't do it, so that means you can't, you know.
of themselves they're putting out on the internet, which is like the craziest way to live, I think, personally. Like, I've always tried to just put me out on the internet. Even if that me has been flawed or said stupid things or whatever, I've always tried to put out me on the internet, just as I'm doing right now, putting me out on the internet. And I also just feel like if you're only...
I'm only putting me out on the internet. He's a megalomaniac. That's what he is.
Yeah.
It's me, my content.
Several different topics, including politically, he's like twisted his opinion or changed his opinion repeatedly given the circumstance. So If that's putting yourself out there, yourself is just like whatever the moment is, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
do we have any like core values or core thoughts?
I think that's why he's got to say, I have values, I respect parenthood, because he doesn't want any of that shit. He wants YouTube fame. It's easier.
No.
It's better.
Hezekiah was right. He literally sounds like the teacher from Charlie Brown.
What?
Motivated by fame or money or notoriety or whatever, or some form of capital, whatever the form of capital is, like, it is just going to chew your insides out.
Yeah,
You are
I'm gonna
not
die.
going to be a full, whole person. You're going to be hollowed out.
Yes.
You're part of the machine.
I
and
feel
it's
awful
really
every day.
just gross and
Fucking kids love me. My wife loves me. We have lots of fun. It's terrible.
sad and unfortunate because you can get yourself out of that
Yeah. You can. You can get yourself. You can get the fuck on.
frame of mind. So after this breakup and after this
I'm not going to sue you. You're already being sued. I guess they found that fucking, they find a tape where you admit to owning everything, so you lied in deposition. Oh, how'd I know that?
massive thing that I sought stability. And the first place I sought stability was in financial stability. So I started saving up my money. I started focusing on what my needs were, truly addressing my needs. And then once I realized that I was capable of meeting my needs regularly, I started looking at my wants and kind of reassessing whether I really wanted certain things and what was more valuable to me, what was going to be better for me in the long term. I pretty much developed a more long-term approach to my life instead of worrying about what things look like in the short term. I'm making this video because I do want to kind of put myself out there and kind of show people who I am really, and really kind
I thought you were doing that in Bunty bits. I think you're doing that all that really who I am.
of get
Is this not the
into.
third time he said this?
Yeah.
Well,
This
no.
is me.
30 seconds ago, he said, "This whole time I'm giving you my real Bunty myself. I'm giving you the Anon-Vark."
Yeah.
And now he just said, "I've been working on really trying to present myself rather than like."
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't. He's not a real. He's an empty fucking suspenders. There's nothing there. There's nothing under that shirt.
How it is that I've changed, because people have noticed that I changed, but they never really kind of knew how, or there's other people who have kind of
You couldn't handle failure.
made assumptions as to how or why I've
At least
changed,
Keemstar
but no one's
agrees
really
with
heard it
us.
from me as to why I've really changed. And I kind of want to give you guys the opportunity to hear what I have to say about my change on the internet.
Oh, you can check the comments, see what a prick you are. What'd you say, Doc?
No, I said Keem's got it. He said this guy's so pathetic. I agree.
He's
100%.
pathetic. That's all it is.
So I think that the best place to start would be at the very beginning, which is YouTube gaming, and that is November of 2015. That's when I started being more active on the platform. I started doing live streams on the platform. It was the only competitor to Twitch at the time, and I had approached it with the wrong mindset. I had approached it thinking about all the numbers, thinking about making money, thinking about, fame, bullshit like that.
Like a job.
Like a
You wanted to be a professional YouTuber, so you looked at it as a money thing. I'm like, of course.
he wanted to be a
Tommy-
professional streamer.
Tommy,
but he was
name
fucking
one
paying
streamer
people.
that geared their content towards views, entertainment, and donations.
You didn't do it for the right reasons.
Video games.
Hey, listen, here's the thing in life. As long as you intend to do something and you feel the right way in your heart of hearts, everything's going to work out just great. Here's why I'm going into the paint business. I love paint, and nothing makes me happier when a bridge is painted over Brooklyn. I know that because the bridge won't rust and people won't hurt. I really love paint. Paint is important to me. I'm getting in this for the right reasons, not to make money for my family. I'm getting in this because I love paint.
My face being
Tommy,
just
did you
pissed
see
off
the
the wall
King
when I
Rose
was a
in the comment
kid.
section in the chat?
Yeah, what?
Every time I see him,
I feel so sad because I know one day we'll get the news that Bunty has committed. I assume he means to buying a house. I think that's what those dots meant. Like he's going to commit to buying a brand new house with his new successful lifestyle.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna live in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Bunty will commit to a small interest.
No, he'll commit to his 9-to-5 job, continually climbing the corporate ladder and becoming more successful than any of us.
Yes, that's what he'll do.
He's gonna go from a Genius Bar employee to Steve Jobs too.
Yeah. We'll be the first guy in history that wrote gamer on his fucking on his resume to do that. You know,
Dead on Dave thinks he's got like fucking an LSD thing right now.
like
Maybe
he's
he'll
on
get to
LSD.
rehab. Yeah, he's going through an LSD stint right now. He says that's apparently how it sounds. They're like, yeah,
I told Dave.
going on this whole tangent about how their life is and how you don't understand and how they're doing everything correctly and yeah, they're managing their dude. He's micromanaging his friendships.
Yeah, I know. That's sociopaths
Listen,
do that.
I only have 15 minutes to produce this YouTube video or go out for drinks with a friend. What should I do? Like,
let's flip a coin.
Yeah.
It was just a very toxic mindset to kind of put myself into. And, you know, in December of 2015, I ended up popping off. Like, my channel hit a wave. I don't know how the hell that happened, but like I had hundreds of people sitting down on my streams to watch them, and it felt like I was really gonna make it super fast. And that
It was
went
for
through my
your
head.
reactions,
So
Bunty.
So after December of 2015 and going into 2016, you know, I spent first half of 2016 kind of like riding this like crazy wave of.
You got shouted out by Clown. Would you thank him, you cocksucker? Get the fuck out of here.
Banning people that were... I got banned from his Twitch channel because somebody else gifted me a sub to him. That shows you what kind of fucking person he is.
Yeah, it really is.
of relative internet popularity within a specific community.
Wait, Kimura, I'm not cracking jokes. Honestly, I feel someone needs to be nice to Bunty or he's gonna off himself. We have to get to the end of the video. You don't understand. He believes. Like, I don't want to ruin the punchline.
Oh, I cut it off after.
You didn't get to Immortality?
No, maybe we have to go there.
Oh, we have to.
All right, here's what you do. I didn't get to Immortality. I guess First is right.
I warned him.
Yeah, I know. All right, could you cue Immortality for me and get to the right spot? All right, we'll do that too.
You gotta understand, Bunty King believes that there's a future past the living life.
Oh,
it's a shame.
He'll never die.
YouTube, and it was the YouTube gaming community, so it just
you
felt
got fucking
really,
levitating.
it was crazy, it was surreal. And then that summer
Why'd you
was
think-
the first time I ever got the chance to go to E3 and VidCon, and it was all amazing. Like it was like, whoa, like this is happening for real. Like
That was in 2017 when you went to VidCon. Or we went 15 and 16 prior to that?
What about Gamescom?
You didn't go to that. I did.
I'm here at VidCon. I'm here at E3, and at E3 I was invited to YouTube Gaming.
He's talking in
after party.
general, I
They're
guess.
like
Penis,
on a hotel roof,
penis.
but,
Thanks so much.
You know, at VidCon I was invited to the official YouTube party. You know, and there's like Philip DeFranco in the room, and Markiplier's there, and like there's all sorts of fucking people that are there that are like super big. Oh my god!
Like,
Yeah, none of them knew who you were.
You're ready to suck them off at any moment. Give me a fucking break with that stupid
Yeah,
laugh of yours.
Mark leans over to an aardvark and says, "Hey, buddy, do you think you can grab me a drink?"
Yeah. Coffee?
They thought you were the waiter.
Yeah.
It was just like, you know, I was like, oh man, I've made it, you know, and of course this was with that mindset that I had back.
Why would you make it because you're in a room next to Phil DeFranco? I fucking stood next to Mark Messier. I never thought I was going to the NHL.
I sat next to Brian Leach. I didn't think
You can go anywhere.
Then I come back from that, and my channel took a hit, meaning the views weren't coming in as much. And because I thought I was owed views, I developed a really, really bad toxic attitude. And
you still have one now. When did that change?
Yeah, that was always around. But here's the thing: so since you don't know how it works and you don't treat it as a business, and you don't have any sort of talent, when you ride a wave like that, you're supposed to innovate your content and make it continuously change so it doesn't get old and you continue to grow. But instead, you did the same exact thing for months on end until people found you completely unbearable, and then your channel plummeted and you didn't know why.
Yeah, it's. I think I don't think there was just one hit. I think any kind of slowdown was seen as potential failure, and he would change courses, and I think it was successful for a minute. You know, remember he used to reply to Keemstar in like every tweet he made?
Well, Keem just said I'm gonna send him a Twitter video right now.
Are you really? Good.
I said he's not gonna listen.
Because I tell you, Keem, he says we're bad people because we work in here. Like, we're bad people just based on, well, you're a bad person, but hey, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm a bad person too.
No, I guess, yeah, we're all bad people. What you should do, Keem, you should quit all the millions and everything you've built for your family and work a 9 to 5 like a normal person.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, because you're a bad person. Because all you do is talk shit for a living and entertain people. That's what it really comes down to. Bunty really couldn't entertain anybody, or at least not enough to make it a living. And now making a living entertaining people makes you a bad guy.
Eventually, I stopped making gaming content and I navigated myself to social commentary.
Wait.
What?
Bunty has Keem blocked, so he can't
Shocker.
send him a video.
Wait, I'm not blocked, but Keem is blocked. That's hilarious. But
You're not blocked. Hey, have Keem send you the video and upload it to Nicholas Diorio's thing. That'd be the funniest thing ever.
Message from Keen.
Send a video and then capture it. It's like, hey, I just want to say hello to you from Nicholas Diorio's thing. That'd be fucking hysterical. He blocked me too.
To the commentary community on YouTube, and then the political community on YouTube, which is just like, ugh. I initially made my entry into the commentary community with this series called Bunty Bits,
Which go back and watch it. It made no sense. It was weird.
Put them all down.
And
Nick,
looking
you
back
sent
at
me
it,
the
honestly,
video.
I look at it and I'm just like, ugh.
Okay.
Like, I can't believe I ever made that content.
Me
really.
either.
Like, I there's no way I can sit through one, because it's just like, oh, why was I
It was just like words coming out of his mouth, but it had no substance. I remember thinking that.
doing this? What was I doing? Like,
And I remember thinking, because he seemed like a good guy. Well, if it works for him, you know.
I made a Bunty Bits on FoozyTube, and for those of you guys that aren't aware of who FoozyTube is, he was like a really big YouTuber at one point, but he had
Yeah, and everybody was fucking jumping on the train, and you did too. I think you'll admit
mental
that.
breakdowns. He obviously did some questionable things, but like he clearly he wasn't playing with the full deck, and it was so clear that he wasn't. But
Hit
I'm
close
not.
to home, Bunty.
I'm not convinced of that.
people went in
That
on
one
him,
hit close to home for him.
Yeah, that's probably true right there.
and I chose to kind of partake in it as well, and not kind of, like straight up, I chose to partake in it.
You know, whether he had a full deck, nobody knew back in 2016 whether he had a full, play with a full deck or not. I was worried back in 2018 if he was playing a full deck, the whole Drake thing. Then I started to wonder. But nobody knew back then. And you know what? FoozyTube's not above criticism. And FoozyTube, let's not forget, did one of the worst things you can possibly fucking do. One of the worst things you could do is race bait. He literally race baited.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say TMCA clown.
Well, you DMCA clown. That's the worst thing.
One of the worst crimes.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the worst things you do. I think stirring up racial hatred is one of the worst things. Can we agree on that? He deliberately and willfully stirred up racial hatred for views, and everybody had every fucking right to criticize that. And then, yeah, naturally, the YouTube train gets rolling. Everybody does it for cash and what have you. But, my thing is, if you're going to make money criticizing people, and you make cash doing this, as long as you're making decent points, it doesn't matter how many other videos were made on it. It doesn't matter how many times people criticize. Nobody does that to Donald Trump. Like, I guess we're not going to criticize him here in the New York Times because the New York Post already beat us to it. It doesn't work that way. It's just the evolution of this medium in general. There's a news section, there's an entertainment section, there's a sports section. That's what YouTube is.
And it was just really the wrong attitude to have, the wrong kind of content to be making.
There's a right and wrong content, according to Bunty King.
And anyway, that was content that people loved for some reason. And you have to remember that when...
Yeah, I think a lot of people like seeing fucking stars people doing stuff like that, getting punched up a little bit. I like watching people I like watching people punching up. It's a challenge.
When I was making this content, I was at home, not making proper money with the proper fucking job, and I was out of shape. Like, I was literally just the worst version of myself while making this content. And then I eventually ended up jumping into political commentary for the right reasons. I really wanted to be this reasonable voice that people could listen to and kind of calm down with, like really kind of just reapproach some of these more hot button issues with a cooler mind. And I wanted to have...
I'm going to give 100%. Him this. Hold on a second. No. That's why I liked him. Because he was a guy that tried to walk into contentious situations and say, everybody relax. It's all cool. Let's have a laugh. He was very good at that. Until somebody punched back. And he I
don't know why people call me a cunt and a bitch.
But
that's the way he reacted.
Yeah. And it's like that was the really cool thing about him. He'd come into a situation and he'd say, all right, let's leave the white supremacy criticism out here. There might be something to come talk about with the left and the right, and the right might be doing something wrong, but let's take white supremacy off the table with his laugh, and he throw his head back. That's kind of what I liked about the guy. But, you know, he got that was an act. That was a fucking character you put together when people fucking figured it out. You know, like, you should have been like me. Do I do a character sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. But I also let people know that. You got to be honest with your audience. Boy, nobody knows that better than, at least at some point you have to be honest with them. Maybe not in the very beginning when you're trying to put the character over. Nobody knows that better than our guest yesterday. Things would have been very, very different for him. Possibly a millionaire had he not. Hey, Keem, if you're still listening, please watch yesterday's show. See if you can clear that zillion OP guy.
Listen, fuckhead.
First watch Wavy and then the interview with me. I interviewed that guy hard. You might want to look into that, Keem, because I think that guy deserves a fucking break after all these years.
Conversations with people I want.
Tommy, we're going in circles with him now. I gave you the timestamp to his next big conversation.
Okay.
Because he kind of just sits here and just goes on like politics content.
So
I think the one that he said, in case you didn't get to it, whereas he said he regrets his stance in the Tariq Nasheed conversation.
Yeah, that's what he did. He regrets his What was it, dude? Tariq Nasheed fucking took your Twitter down. He had a right to bitch about it. You said something. All right, admitting it was a little passive aggressive, but that was his whole character at the time. He joked with him, and Tariq Nasheed had a complete meltdown because he's a racist maniac, right? And I thought he did a really good job. But he lost his Twitter, and I remember when I interviewed him that summer, he was more mad that he lost his Twitter than anything else. You know, I think. And that was kind of the beginning of the end for him. I thought that he was at his height. I thought, like, this is going to come with the territory because you're making these kind of bold political statements. But Tariq Nasheed deserved to be punched on. You're saying, I didn't go at Tariq Nasheed the right way. What would you think? You start calling everybody a fucking Klansman and a white supremacist? Man, fuck that.
Well, he said that he wasn't going to be able to change Tariq Nasheed's mind.
Well, that's not the idea. Maybe it's the idea is to point out that Tariq Nasheed is not to be trusted or not to be fucking followed. Because if you make him freak the fuck out like we made you freak out, you look like a fool and you're not somebody to be taken seriously. That's what I thought you did.
The majority of the political YouTubers are just grifters with like liquid opinions, and I do 100% agree with him.
Yeah, that's true.
No, he's right about that. Now here we go. This is the end.
That out of the way, I did mention earlier that I believe in immortality, and I know that's like a big thing to fucking say publicly.
Is it?
And I know that I sound crazy when I say that, and that's okay.
Well, you don't sound any crazier than Jews, Christians, Muslims, Scientology. They all believe in that horse shit too. So far, I'm not impressed.
Like, I really don't mind sounding crazy. I really don't. I truly believe that we are all going to have the opportunity to immortalize ourselves. At the very least, we're going to be able to immortalize ourselves digitally. When you look at things like Neuralink and what they want to do with things like Neuralink,
we could fuck. You know what I'm thinking now? If he's right, we could make videos and fuck with him till the end of time, Nick.
Boy, I'm confused. If we're supposed to be looking forward to Neuralink, didn't you say we shouldn't be living online? Our entire existence would be online.
Yeah, that's a good point. He said even our afterlife would be online. This guy's so... And that's what I know. There's always contradictions with this guy. He's so funny.
by mapping out the human brain.
You're telling me they don't have Twitter in heaven?
Well, no. They might now.
Who are we? Like, what is our...
No, that's
like,
more of a health thing, I should say.
Yeah.
What is consciousness? What is our soul? I truly believe that all of that is in the mind. My brain is sending signals to my mouth to make these noises, you know, that are coming out of my mouth. That's pretty much it. It's like, it's just,
but he thinks that in the year 2077 he'll have the technology of Cyberpunk 2077.
In my brain.
Well, no, you're there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Ricky just said in the chat if he wants in. He's right above us.
Pull him in.
Out.
Pull him in. Absolutely.
One and only Ricky.
Hello.
Hello. We're making fun of Bunty King.
Hold on. This is the best part.
You don't say, huh?
All right, this is the best part.
Hey, Ricky, when you upload yourself to the Neuralink Afterlife, what accent are you going to have your character have?
First of all, he's gonna fucking walk, alright?
You're not gonna get a crippled robot?
God.
Are you aiming for like an aesthetic one?
Umbrella.
I just like the idea of making videos on Bunty King from now until ever.
my brain.
There's nothing he can do about it.
Well, you can kind of map out me as a person. I know that people like to think that there's more to us than our brains, but I'm sorry to say, at the end of the day, like, it's our brain that process our memories. It's our brain that processes our you know, the information we take in.
Listen, I guess we're not all soulless like you, dude.
With our eyeballs.
Some of us have livers.
There's cuts to the other one, yeah.
Yeah, there's cuts.
How many cuts are in this video? Because I don't feel like I'm not looking at the screen.
There's
but it
not a
sounds
lot,
like
but you can see there's slight cuts.
It's very. Oh, totally. No, he can go on for it.
There's
But-
really long talking points and he cuts to the next one.
Yeah, yeah.
In our mouths, and it's our brains that form our personalities. And if you can copy your brain, you can copy you as a person. And I truly believe that we are coming to a point in life where we will be given the opportunity to be immortal. So
Not me.
Immortality. It's a thing that I factor in.
Only if I can fuck with you.
And barring, you know, any kind of sudden illness or, you know, sudden death where, you know, I get hit by a car or something like that.
Oh shit! Jimmy forgot to upload himself. Now we'll never be able to talk to him on Alexa.
All right.
Really
Any
believe in it.
script kiddies about the age of 16 going into scripting and any other web development? If you can develop malware for Bunty King's neural link to get him killed,
Jesus Christ, what a kook!
I truly do believe in it. And let's say I'm 90 and on my deathbed, and it turns out that immortality is not an option. I believe that I now have the framework for life where I can actually continue to live, and even if that were to not happen, I would have lived a full life. Because for me,
I am
life
now
is
John
about
Connor, and I will
posting.
take out the
It's,
Terminator.
Challenges on the regular, being able to accept that at any point, you know, life can throw a curveball at you,
It's
and
crazy.
you have to deal with it.
This is his Schwami shit. So he's gonna go down. He's gonna go down sort of like the I religion or something like that. It's gonna be like
the LSD shit Dave was talking about.
Tommy,
Yeah.
do you know when this religion stuff about allowing yourself to live a full life while
Yeah.
living on in the next life really comes in handy?
What's
if you're
that?
30 years old and haven't achieved anything and you're about jobless, this really saves you from killing yourself. You know that?
Yeah, I know. Which version would you like to upload of yourself, Bunty?
Probably pre-Twitter ban.
I would say just before Tariq Nasheed.
Freud, or
That's a good version. I
Yeah,
like
it's
that
good. I like that version. I didn't know what an asshole he was.
If you upload yourself before you're banned on Twitter, does that revoke your ban when you get up?
Game over.
Some ordinary gamers hates faggots. I didn't know that. I thought he.
Oh no!
It's that same idiot that's
all I've been doing
Well, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
No, it's futuristic hub.
has been growing
Yeah,
this
exactly.
past year, and
Those are
if I
good
look
name
back,
drop.
He's just a fucking crazy fuck.
Wait, no, that's not Futuristic
Yeah,
Hub.
it is.
Futuristic Hub is owned by the guy who was the video games channel. That's just a really angry. That's the artist formerly known as Futuristic.
Wake, wake, inside.
at my life, all I've been doing is growing, and I'm going to continue to grow. And if I can grow for eternity, that would be amazing. That would be
No,
absolutely
it-
amazing. And,
An egomaniac.
believe that it will be an option for us. I know that people like to go ahead and tack on their own, dystopian realities onto it, where they think that corporations are going to run everything, and it's
They kind of do.
possible that
They
could
are.
be a thing.
Aren't we already in that
Yeah,
reality?
we're already there.
But I believe in this beautiful reality where it's possible that we're going to all just be able to live forever, either digitally or physically.
It was the
through
Matrix.
bioengineering.
I would love to blow up his fucking ship in Elite Dangerous, fucking in that reality, sabotage it.
This is all stuff that it hasn't happened yet. This is all me believing things based on trends that I'm seeing. It's really just it, and the beautiful thing about it is that this belief system has allowed me to really kind of process trauma or process, losing over a decade.
I told you, he's having a midlife crisis. He's aware that he has not achieved anything at the age of
he might be right.
mid-30 number. It's like this allows him to be like, oh, it's not over.
And he was kind of on the track. He was on a track for a while. He was all right for a while. Yeah.
Seemed like he's fucking Deadpool. Oh, I can never. I know all this stuff. I've been through so many things. I can never die.
I thought I would have.
Okay,
Losing these
we'll see.
people isn't part of my story the way that like losing people has been for someone older, like my parents.
That's a lot of money, I
my
guess,
mom will,
for
like,
a person of color.
Thanks to the
remember
Ron.
the bite from a
Okay,
betrayal
who hacked
that
the
she
future?
experienced.
Wait a minute. Who hacked Bunty's future neural network?
In her 30s, like I am really starting to let go of these things because I'm letting go of these people, because people, and the other thing is that
People are the problem.
we're in a point in reality where we're so exposed to everyone, and we've got 7.5 billion people on the planet and counting. So like it just makes absolutely no sense to keep people around if they're just not compatible with you. And
What is he saying? Oh, okay. No, is he like
This is the weirdest exposed video response that I've ever received.
That is weird.
You want an arranged marriage or some shit?
All right, maybe he's saying to keep people around for him. I mean, you can, you want to hang out. You want to hang out.
I like to think that he's talking about people he doesn't associate with should be genocide.
Yeah, that's what I like to think too. That's what I like.
Turkey Tom wrote "Kill all women except my girlfriend."
Remember when he roasted Turkey Tom?
Gobble gobble.
Turkey Tom. That was like a good roast. I agreed with him like totally on Tom. Tom, see, you don't like what you're doing? You don't like YouTube, Tom? Fucking quit. And that's exactly what I like to say to you, you prick. Fucking quit.
His big smile. Hey Tom, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, he never had the opportunity to quit. He was forcefully removed.
Jaden, thanks.
It's unfair to you and it's unfair to them because
not
they
bad.
should find people
I
that
don't
they're
care what you
compatible
do.
with, and you should find people that you're compatible with. And
Yeah, I will, and I won't give it as much
being
thought
able
as
to
you do.
Accept that there's this possibility of immortality.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I had enough. I don't like this religious word shit. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. For Christ's sakes. I'm gonna up my load.
Tweeted the video at you.
Upload myself to Bunty Vision. Who sent me a video?
I'm sending it to Bunty.
Here.
I'm going to be in a video game. You know that? I did a voice. You guys.
Oh,
Check
good.
your
It's
DM
12,
stuff.
I have to ask the guy if I can play it live, though. I have to ask him first. What did you
I sent
say?
you the video, Tommy. Check your DMs.
Oh, okay. Oh, do you already put this? Oh, that's so
That's
funny.
Keem.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm glad I inspired Keem. I feel good about myself today. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, no, what is this?
At Nicholas Diorio. Here we go. 3 minutes ago.
Bunty King, I'm sending you this video through Nicholas Diorio because you have me blocked on Twitter. Every single day in every single way, when I see Bunty King, I laugh at this pathetic thing. I'm just freestyling, but the thing is, you're not important. Your opinions and your feelings are being ignored because online entertainment is just that. You gotta be entertaining. You gotta be entertaining. Not some whiny crying bitch talking about his feelings. Talking about your feelings. No one gives a fuck. Think about that dude working his 9 to 5. He comes home, gets online, wants to be entertained, but he gets Bunty King crying in a corner. No, you gotta be entertaining. I don't know this flow when I keep singing off it, but I'll find it back. I'm just trying to let you know you're about to have a heart attack. 2017, I was riding this wave, but the king was getting paid. It was all one great day until the buck stopped the cuck started. Bunty King, no one gives a fuck about your feelings, just be entertaining.
Beautiful.
Actually, beautiful. For the man that brought you $1 in the woods, off key. He does it again, off key.
This was fucking beautiful.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
2 minutes and 19 seconds was better than anything Bunty.
Is he gonna get a fucking YouTube Music Award this year?
I don't know.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
I don't know. 25 Ron. Thanks to the Ron. I wish somebody Ron. 10 out of 11 out of 10 for Keem's voice. Guys, I'm going to close it out, man. It's past our bedtime over here. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Still not used to it. Right here on Shot from the Point podcast. Look for news if it actually breaks. Holy shit, is this the biggest drought ever, Keem? See you tomorrow.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a panic.
Something futuristic come. Because he doesn't own the channel anymore.
Bullets look like waffle cones. Affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it.
Thank you for all your donations, especially the Ron.